We all know that men cheat. We've heard it dozens of times. But we normally don't ever get a chance to hear a man forgiving his wife for infidelity. So, Keith,
Yes.
I'm going to jump right in. What
Okay.
made you forgive her?
The main
I know she not smiling right now. My dude, listen to me and listen to me very well. This lady don't respect you. This is a subject about cheating and she's sitting there grinning. Like he just gave her a compliment or something. Run and don't look back. Welcome back. It's your boy Danye BC2, and today we got a sad topic. You see the title at the bottom. A wife, gentlemen, and ladies out there that's listening, cheated on her husband, and they went on a podcast to discuss it. So we're gonna have to get into this. We're gonna have to figure out what's going on, and we're gonna have to diagnose. Yeah, I mean, what we about to do? How should we handle the situation, and what actions need to take place? Now, before we do anything, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm definitely trying to get to 1,000 subscribers is the goal. So any type of like or engagement helps that. Now, let's get straight into the video. Sad, sad, sad.
But then infidelity reared its ugly head into y'all's marriage. How did that happen, Raven?
So he was in California
Yep.
for school, and we had a horrible argument. We honestly, every time we argued, it was always about his mom or his family. And because of something that I saw or how I felt, I didn't necessarily know how to express to him to the point to where he could understand exactly how I felt. So one night there was an argument about a situation, and that changed everything. I had immediately just checked out. I was just done. I didn't even care if we were married, if we were together anymore. Because it just felt like it was just never going to stop. Like it was like,
Why is he shaking his head in agreement? And I love the build up she's trying to do. And women are great at it. But you're not fooling me. We're sticking directly with the topic. And I heard that you said you checked out of a marriage and that you were done. That's all I heard. So let's keep listening.
will you please just get it? But I decided, that's fine. I went back to Vegas, and I had just had a job. I just got a new job, and it was this guy. He appeared as a friend. He would listen. He would, make me laugh, and it was everything that I wasn't getting at that time. And sure enough, it led to infidelity.
And then how long did it take for him to find knowledge about it?
Oh no, that it was immediate
Yeah.
because it was convicting. Like I literally I was convicted. Like I was like, I cannot hold that. Like I called him immediately, and we were, yeah, we were both in tears. Like
So you called him immediately. I want
Wait, what the heck is going on? Okay. And what? First off, long distance relationships is hard. It is hard, and at the end of the day, and what's it's just fact. You do not know what that person is doing when you're away. You don't. So then it just goes off of trust. But this woman says she checked out of her relationship, went to Las Vegas or whatever, met a man, and the man was basically filling in all the gaps that the husband wasn't doing. And you ladies still advocate for friends and best friends. Woman, when you're upset and sad, you shouldn't be looking toward another man to fill those gaps to begin with. And secondly, this dude right here, she called you right away and you started crying? Nah. See, this is a problem. She doesn't respect them. She don't respect them off rip. That's what it sounds like to me. Because as soon as things went downhill and she was really upset and really, you know what I mean, wanted to get out of the situation, she goes on and cheats and then tells him about it. Does that sound like a woman with high morals or a woman that really cares or respects they men that much? No.
Put reference around it immediately. Like what? The next day?
No, like that day, that night.
So you slept with this guy and then you called your husband up and told him.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Now I understand why he stayed. This is so good. This is so good. If we can all understand that when we make mistakes, how we go about repairing it can get to the healing a whole lot faster than create.
Wait, there's a no. I know, I'm sorry for pausing the video so much, but there is a huge gap that's missing here. Woman, you just said he was filling the holes that the other guy wasn't doing. So that means you were talking to this man for a little bit. This wasn't a one-nighter you called your husband and told him you cheated on him. You said he was filling in the gaps. He was there. He was supporting you or whatever. So to me, I would think, how long were you talking to this guy? Hopefully they get into it. But this is what's going on in my head when I listen to this type of story.
More problems and more problems. Now I got to deal with the fact you cheated. Then I got to deal with the fact you lied to me for 6 months to a year because this person you keep talking about, oh, it's just my coworker. It's just a coworker. Now you got me out here looking crazy for a whole 6 months to a year going to company picnics. And this is a dude you've been sleeping with the whole time and continue to sleep with him. It's a whole lot. It hits different when the guilt and the conviction comes in quick and I can say, listen, I'm gonna cover myself. Here it is. I understand, King. So how did you feel hearing that, Keith?
So like when she first called and told me, I'm like, oh, she joking.
Yeah, he
like,
thought
this
it was
can't
a
be
joke.
real.
He didn't think it
And
was.
so like, you know, especially like mentally where I was at that time, like I was like, nah, this ain't piling on top of this. So
What you mean? Because that wasn't when you were going through depression. Your father was still alive during that time, wasn't
he was still alive. Around that time, like I said, I was playing college ball. I was at a junior college, had some scholarship offers that was on the table. It was actually gonna set us right up in Atlanta where we was planning to go. And I was in a point of just like pride in my life in a sense. I feel like God had to humble me. And so I tore my MCL and my meniscus a week before our rivalry game, and all scholarships got dropped instantly. Like I remember I was in my room on my crutches. Like, man, I think I was talking to my roommates in the living room.
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't care about your backstory, my guy. Let's get deeper in the story.
Like, nah, it's a joke. This ain't happening right now. And then when I started to like hear her crying on the phone, I'm like, yo, she's serious. And so it was at that point I was kind of like a ball of emotion. I was angry at one second, but then I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I was confused, and I was like still in disbelief of like, nah, she just playing. She's an acting major. She playing this out.
This can't be real. I know she ain't telling me this.
Exactly. And so like that was where my emotions were with it. Yeah. And
how did y'all bounce? No, let me ask you that. So after it came, the reality hit that this is real. How did you internalize that?
I kind of like went to like the angry Keith, like wasn't really, I didn't really talk to a lot of people. I was very snappy with a lot of people, even with her during those times, because I think when people see that, okay, our testimony, he forgave, it wasn't instant.
Nah,
I was, I went through a different, I really became like a different person for a while.
Yeah.
Everything as far as like the gentle speaking Keith and stuff like that.
He actually turned into my dad.
Yeah. And so that was gone for a long.
First off, this is embarrassing on his end. At the end of the day, this is embarrassing. He got cheated on. And I'm like, is anybody else And I don't want to feel like I'm being hard, but does anybody else feel this like vibe from this woman of like, yeah, he turned into my dad. Yeah, like, are y'all not like? Am I the only one that sees this? Like, look at her. She looks like they're talking about their honeymoon or something.
On time. And then, I finally came around after a long time of prayer.
Put time. I need to know reference. People going through some stuff right now,
Yeah.
and some of them feel like they ain't never making it out. Some people saying, "Get over it. I cheated on you yesterday. Get over it." You be like, "What? It was 6 months ago. It was 4 months ago. That was a year ago. Why you keep bringing this up?" So put reference around it. How long did it take for you to turn your heart around and say, "You know what? I'm staying here, and I love you, and we finna work this out."
Right. So as far as like deciding that I was gonna for sure stay, I want to say that took maybe 3-4 months before I really had decided, okay, I'm gonna stay, we're gonna stick this out. For a while we were kind of just like back and forth with each other. And then I was still in California, she was in Vegas. So we just made sure, okay, like we tried to keep our phone calls cordial, and when I would come home or whatever for a break.
Okay, so this is basically the summary of what happened. Now, please let me know what y'all think. Are y'all staying if you're in his situation? I will say that in a marriage, you are supposed to stick through things. Now, I am not going to lie to you. Cheating is one of those scenarios that are always the hardest in a relationship. And I'm not saying it's right to cheat. I think, you know what I mean, it does hurt the other partner and that it can mess the relationship up, like trust and everything like that. But a woman cheating hits different. It does hit different because they were looking for something in that guy when they cheated. Like in her situation, she wanted that guy to fill in the gaps of the things that her husband wasn't doing. And in a man's perspective, not every time, because there's a lot of men out here that fall in love with the chick that they're messing with on the side, or that, you know what I mean, pillow talks and does whatever it's with the lady on the side, and sometimes goes and leaves their main woman for the side girl. I'm not going to say that doesn't happen, but in majority, men, they can't even tell you the girl's last name, have a hard time probably remembering her first name, and doesn't think about the woman most of the times when they cheat. And same's not for women. So that's why I said it's a little bit more difficult in a relationship with like me. If a girl was to cheat on me, to like really sit there and be like, yo, she had to be completely done with me. Like completely done with me to the point that she really wanted to step out and mess with another man and go about that thing because they think more emotional. So I would think that there's something deeper than her just cheating, that she really feels a certain type of way. But let me know what you think. Am I way off? Am I on point? Let me know. Please hit that like and subscribe button. You see the Cash App at the top of the screen. Any type of help, it goes a long way. I appreciate it. Any donations, and please look out for more videos. More videos coming soon. I got a new little setup going on here. Let me know if you like it too. I'm trying to upgrade, keep things going, and moving in a positive direction. So please, again, one more time, hit that like button if you like the material, and see y'all later. I'm out.